Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakab, Wadash. I want to send double honor to the elders and apostles here at Great Millstone, who taught me his truth and who rule well. Peace, love, and safety is to the hopeful elect Akim out there doing this work. Much love to the scattered elect and to the elect lady, which are the few sincere women out there of the elect who subscribe to the true doctrine. This is the brother you call them out for the Great Millstone Camp, the branch out here in Omaha, Nebraska, coming back with another lesson, Lord willing, to feed and to edify the lost sheep of the nation of Israel through the Holy Spirit, Rachah, Wadash. With the Israelites consisting of the so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans by the seed of your father, no matter what you may look like. And I really want to get into something that was said in this video, right, that I have on the screen. And if you haven't already subscribed, this is a good channel to subscribe to, which is Democracy Now!, which they go through. It's pretty much a compilation of world news, right? And they give the details, what's going on, who said what, who did what. And this is very good, very informative, right? And this one is dated March 9th, 2026, which is today. And there's a statement that was made in here by President Donald J. Trump, Nero 47, and his comrade, so to speak, is Pete Hegseth, right? And immediately when they made the statements, I was like, oh man, I got to turn the camera on. I got to do a lesson on this, because, well, first and foremost, I will say fair use, because I'll just play the clip. I'm not using this video to get any type of monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only. All right. And I'm gonna just get straight into it, man, because it appalled me, especially after I did the research based off of the statement that these two individuals made. Right. So it's really at like the 2-minute mark. Let's see. Oh, about right here. Really about right here. Yep. So I'll play this, and Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. I'll bring some precepts out, and that'll be the lesson. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure his volume is up. All right. So here we go. Once again, fair use. I'm not using this for any other purposes outside of education. All right. Let's get it.
Mainly girls, killed when bombs struck a school in the southern city of Minab on the first day of the U.S.-Israeli. Mainly girls, including homes and nitrogen.
This is where it started, and one of the brothers, he had sent a video through the other day, or I forget if it was a video or an article where, Slaki, the brother was speaking on it, how with the school that was bombed over there in Iran, and it was alleged that it was done by America and Israel. Now here it is now that Israel, or America rather, is saying that, oh no, we didn't do that. And when you hear the statement that they said, it's like, wow. You know that these fuckers are lying, man. These fuckers are they're insane, bro. These are insane people that we're dealing with. These people are demented and fucking crazy, man. But let's get into it. I'm gonna start it here from this point, and then the point that I wanted to get into is really like around the minute and a half, minute 45 area. So yeah, let's play it.
Oxides. The Iranian Red Crescent Society reports 10,000 civilian structures have been damaged across Iran in U.S. and Israeli strikes, including homes, schools, and almost 36 medical facilities. Among the dead are 175 people, the majority children, mainly girls, killed when bombs struck a school in the southern city of Minab on the first day of the U.S.-Israeli attacks. On Saturday, President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denied the U.S. was responsible for the bombing of the girls' school. They spoke to reporters aboard Air Force One.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hickson? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still investigating.
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
Right. So the only side that targets civilians is Iran, right? So I was doing some research, which let's see if I can pull it up here on the screen. Let's actually go to Google. And let's see, historically, how many civilians has America killed in conflicts, right? So I put historically. Now this is just the AI overview, right? It says estimates of civilian deaths caused by U.S. military actions vary widely, ranging from hundreds of thousands to several million, depending on whether indirect deaths due to infrastructure destruction, that's a tongue twister, hunger, and disease are included. Key post 9/11 conflicts in Iraq, Afghanistan, and elsewhere have killed over 432,000 civilians directly, which, that's a give or take, because there's much more, right? Because when you go down right here to this next one, it says, which I was kind of breeze through it. It says research from Cost of War, Brown University estimates that U.S. post 9/11 wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, and Esau's let's get this precept, right? And this is in a book of, what is that, 2 Thessalonians 2, okay? It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And you see here, as it says in the NLT, for son of perdition, the one who brings destruction. Okay? Esau comes with destruction. He comes with death. That's all he knows. Okay? It says that the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. This is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? And America is putting that on display at its finest, man. Let's finish this this short paragraph here in the AI overview. Right, so it says research from Cost of War, Brown University estimates that U.S. post 9/11 wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, and Pakistan have caused 387,000 to 432,000 direct civilian deaths. Right, which that number, it could be higher. Right, more than likely it's higher. All right, this is just the ballpark. What they're giving. You got to take what Esau is putting on here with a grain of salt. But Esau's been going to war and destroying the different places for some time now. So it's not like this is some new thing. Esau is the son of perdition, son of destruction. It says including indirect deaths, starvation, disease, destroyed infrastructure. The toll exceeds 4.5 to 4.7 million. Okay? So whether they were targeted or not, America, you are heavily known for that. Now something else that I want to get. Historically, how many civilians has Iran killed? Right? Because you heard the statement that he said, well, Iran is they're known for targeting civilians. Right? That's what he said, right? Now, I did put in, I put in historically, how many civilians has Iran killed in conflicts? Okay, now let's get back to it. It says this is just the AI overview. Based on recent events, let's see. I wanted to get a more solidified number. Based on recent events as of March 2026, over 700 civilians have been reported killed in Iran following the start of the war. That's not what I'm asking for. Right. Let's see what this says. I didn't look at this here. What is that? Make sure I'm clicking on the right one. American Jewish Committee. You know, with all these numbers, you really gotta take with a grain of salt. But it doesn't look like. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, kicking me out. Okay, I just gotta type it in. Does Iran target civilians in conflicts? Right, so it just keeps bringing up this current situation. See, okay, you have an article here. Iran says 1,255 people killed in U.S. Israeli attacks, mostly civilians. Right, and you know, and civilians, and really, these are casualties of war. You know, because you know when two provinces, so to speak, are going at it, and there's a conflict of, you know, when wars evolve, the civilians ultimately pay the price. Okay, in Iran, they have made a statement now. Now, I don't know if this is why your boy Pete Hegseth said that, but you know, they have said recently that through this war, that, you know, American citizens are not safe. You know, and you know, but that ultimately comes from America and Israel, you started this shit, right? So it's really a term of retaliation, and this is the role that America likes to play. They like to bomb people. They like to start trouble, and then they like to deflect and put it off on the one that they're attacking. You're over there for resources, man. You're over there bombing them because guess what? That, you know, Iran and Venezuela. Iran has a certain well, I'm not gonna get all into it because I don't know all the ins and outs. But you know, Venezuela, they did the oil that they have, the crude oil that they have is much thicker and less dense than the oil that is over in Iran. You know, so, you know, it's all about resources. It's all about money. It's all about the come up with America. So, you know, you're willing to do anything to make yourself look innocent, to make someone else the villain. All right? Let's get this precept here in the book of Psalms. And this is a classic. Psalms, the 58th chapter, in the 3rd verse. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that wicked is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He come out the womb lying, man. Goo, goo, gaga. Yeah, you lying, nigga. I don't believe you already. Right? You know, but you know, I say that jokingly. But, you know, ultimately, when you look at Esau, Edom, this is why, the scriptures say that he's being revealed. He's being exposed for who, you know, the demon that he really is. Because he's been trying to hide himself for all these years. Make himself seem like the saint. Seem like the good guy. When he's really the one that's causing all this trouble. And they said that blatantly. Let's go back to that statement. I couldn't believe, when I seen it, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow. You really just lied all the way. Okay, look at this. Look at that stupid smug look on Pete Hegseth's face. Look at Trump. Like, nigga, you better believe us. You know? Let's play this again, man. You know, hey, America's through. You know, and you're being found out, Esau. All right? Let's play it again.
On the first day of the war and kill 170.
School. They spoke to reporters aboard Air Force One.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hickson?
Based off what you've seen, so that's strike number one. Strike number two, because strike number one was saying that no, you didn't. Then strike number two was saying what? Well, based off of what you've heard, you're the president, man. You know everything that's going on in the world, right? You know where all the resources are in the world, but you don't know who's bombing these schools, who's bombing these different civilian buildings, hospitals, schools, churches. You don't know who's doing that, right? But you know everything everybody else is doing. That's you can't. Hey, Esau has a forked tongue, man. Right?
United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hickson? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still
But
investigating.
the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
We think it was done. We think it was done by Iran.
New York Times investigation found direct video evidence contradicting Trump's claims. The video shows a U.S. Tomahawk missile damage the school at the same time as a U.S. attack on an adjacent naval base operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Masoud Pezeshkian on Sunday ruled out any capitulation to the U.S. and Israel.
America and Israel, who without any hesitation kill 168 innocent children, feel no shame for killing these children. They feel no shame for massacring 50,000 to 60,000 people in Gaza. And then they want to say that we in Iran want to kill people. We stand against those who attack our country with full force and will respond with full force.
But in New York,
you fucking liar, bro. You're a fucking liar. Right? You're the one causing you're the one bombing these places, man. And America's been known for that. There's a time going back where they I believe it was in Iraq. This is around the time where they were looking for Osama bin Laden, quote unquote, because knowing that he was an insider too. Where they were bombing birthday parties and shit, man. Kids' birthday parties. So you target civilians, man. All right, now I won't say Iran doesn't, right? But what is America doing in this particular case? They're deflecting, like they're innocent. You're going around the world starting shit, man. Right? And we're not upset about it. We're not upset about it because the Most High said this was going to happen anyway, and this is what we're looking forward to. This is what, starting with the apostles here at Great Millstone and Down, have been talking about. Okay, this is let's see. This is the book of 2 Peter 3 and verse 12, because we're at the end, man. Right? We're just waiting on the implementation, that mandatory implementation of that micro C-HIP. Right? Because right now it's voluntary. You can get it if you want. It's convenient. They got a whole starter pack on the MOTB. You ain't got to worry about nobody taking your information. You ain't got to, you ain't got to worry about, if you forget your wallet, don't worry, you got this chip. So, they've already been advertising this thing, but it's coming to be mandatory, right? That's what we're waiting on. This is 2 Peter 3 and 12. It says, looking forward. Matter of fact, let's go up. This is, I started 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And that part is talking right there to the elect, those of the hopeful elect. How should we be operating in these days? What should be our mindset? What should be our works? We knowing that this place is about to be, it says in the Apocrypha, 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter, to be specific, where it says that this place hastens fast to pass away. You know, so how should we be acting? How should we be moving? What should our conduct be like in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, knowing these things? Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, because we're looking forward to it. You know, we've been calling upon the true names. You know, you've been having the elders and apostles, different beloved brethren, diving into these prophecies, reporting on these things, right? And letting you know that the end is near via through biblical prophecy. Matthew, the 24th chapter, is a very good chapter to get into. Second Ezra, chapter 9, Second Ezra, chapter 15, Second Ezra, chapter 16. These are very pinnacle chapters that go into the times that we're living in now and how we are hasting unto the time of the end of this age. And we're seeing the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai play out right before our eyes, man. Right? Romans 3:3 says what? For what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith? Let's get that real quick. Right? I'll pull it up in a different app. Boom. What was I quoting? Damn, I forgot that fast. I gotta get out of this body. Okay, I had to, okay, so we're getting into the book of Romans. All right, Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. So lucky I had a mental lapse for a second. It's Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Right? So it says, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So it don't matter, you know, what the rest of the world thinks. If an unbeliever says, oh, what ain't gonna happen in our time, and oh, well, you know, whatever they might say. But look, the prophecies they jumping off the pages right now. Jumping off the pages, and they tap dancing right in front of you. So, you know, hey, you cannot deny the prophecies, you know. And the brother, me and the brother, we did a beautiful lesson, you know, that he brought forth, is that you cannot hide prophecy, man. And you can't. 2/3 are talking about it. Everybody and their mama's talking about what's going on right now with this war. Every headline you look at, you're gonna see Iran, you're gonna see Israel, you're gonna see America, you're gonna see death tolls, you're gonna see all manner of war. This is the time that we're in, according to the book of Ecclesiastes. I believe it's 3 and 3 and 7, right? Where it speaks of there's a time where it speaks of a time and purpose time and season for every purpose under the heaven. Okay, I'll put in 7. So Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, it says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right? And then you jump down to verse 8. That's what it is. Verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And right now we are in the time of war. We are not in the time of love. We're in the time of hate. We're not in the time of peace. Okay? And they had their seasons. Right now, this is the season of war. And this is, with this war and the rumor of war that's popping up, once this MOTB pops up and it's mandatory, we out of here, man. That's when all hell's gonna break loose. That's when the prophecies, like as Apostle Tahar quotes, and I wholeheartedly concur, is that things are gonna move fast, and we're looking forward to it, man. So that I'm gonna leave it there. Matter of fact, did I finish this? Yeah, that was pretty much the point to the 2 Peter. That's pretty much the point to the 2 Peter. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off there, man. The Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha HaKodash. Double honor is to the elders, apostles, and bishops at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and safety is to the whole elect document out there. Shalom.